Genesis. Show my hardcore is.
Hey, welcome back to dclayborn.com. It's DC here. Thanks for checking out the video today. Just finished basically one of my Olympic lifting sessions and tore my hand in a new spot that I'd never torn before. Don't really know how it came about or exactly where the torque came from in the bar to tear. I don't even think I can zoom in. It's right there. Not even in the crease of the thumb or the other part of the fingers that normally tear, but it made me realize kind of what I do to minimize the amount of tears that I get in my hands, and then also take care of the tears that do happen during strongman events and during CrossFit workouts that really kind of keep a lot of people out for an extended period of time. The way I treat them, taking different aspects from a few different people, from CrossFit people, from gymnastics coaches, from strongman coaches, about the best way to not only take care of your hands so the chances that they rip is minimal, but also how to heal a rip as quickly as possible so you can get back into your training as soon as ASAP. So really the first thing you want to do is we'll cover more about maintenance and how to take care of your hands day in and day out to allow them to minimize the amount of rips that you can have. With that, there's a couple different things that you're going to need to really do daily. Let's start with probably what you've heard about. Let's go ahead and grab all these. The first one is everybody's, when you search how to remove a callus or how to maintain, file down your hands, the main thing a lot of people recommend that you see pop up a lot is a basic pumice stone. And unfortunately, unless you have soft hands that have just started developing calluses, a pumice stone is not going to really do anything on the extreme outer layers of the callus. That it's not really going to tear them down and take them down enough. Even if you do that daily in your shower, that's going to allow you to get back to where they need to be so a pumice stone can eventually become effective. So we can basically kiss that goodbye. That may be something we can use in maintenance. I screw around with it in the shower, but it's not something that's going to get somebody's hands that are beat up back to working condition to minimize the chance of a rip. So instead of a pumice stone, I actually picked up a pedicure set, and it came with that. It came with the emery board, it came with the foot shaver thing, and it came with what I call the basic cheese grater. So I'll kind of zoom in. If you can tell, it's kind of just looks like a cheese grater. It's a more extreme metallic emery board type thing, and I use this to really get to work on my hands and take it all the way across. You can hear it even working now, and I spent a ton of time on them yesterday. But it's the only thing that's really going to file it down to extreme enough to where you get close to the pink, where it's just the very base layer of that callus, so your hands aren't going to rip, but they're still going to have that toughness that you've spent so many workouts and so many days, weeks, and months building up. So I take this, I do this before the shower. I will shower, I'll get back out, and I'll repeat, going across all my fingers, up here and then across the palm, and then any other weird calluses that I get, especially from holding the barbell like down here for Olympic lifts and stuff like that. This cheese grater, and that seems to have worked the best. I've used a few other things, one being a butter knife. You keep the butter knife vertical after you get out of the shower, so it's going to be totally perpendicular to the finger, and you work that way, and that'll tear a lot of it off, but it doesn't really work as smoothly as this. And then I've also used, whenever I couldn't find this or had left this somewhere, I had used even 120 grit sandpaper that had done the same thing before and after a shower. So before and after your shower, you want to use something like this until your hands get worn down enough and down to that bottom position where maybe a pumice stone works. After you've done this, in terms of moisturizing your hands, the last thing you really want to do is use just your basic lotion, because the lotion is going to contain enough oil that's going to soften up the hands more in an incorrect way that's going to cause them to be moisturized, and what I've learned, it actually make them more susceptible to rips during a workout, because they're moister and sweatier and stickier once you start grabbing the bar. Each morning, each afternoon, and then after every workout, after I wash my hands, I use Cornhusker lotion, which is actually very cheap. I think this bottle was $2–3, but it is basically, it's oil-free. It contains water, glycerin, and then basically a couple other things, including paraben, and it is a good, very good way to quote-unquote moisturize your hands, so your hands are able to heal, your hands are able to stay soft enough so the chance, so they're pliable, so the chance of a rip is minimized even more. And as you can tell, it's, you know, it's good and thick. And so I apply this, like I said, each morning, each night if I can remember, and then I have a bottle up here at the facility that I put on after I work out. I'll come in, wash my hands, soap and water, throw this on, and it just softens them up, but does not let them get oily and greasy to where if I am doing something, all that's going to collect and lead to a rip if I choose to work out again. So the two things that you want to do daily in terms of daily maintenance that are going to really get your hands back to where they need to be and keep them in good shape, so the chance of a rip during any type of workout you're doing is at a very minimum. Make sure you pick up a cheese grater or a, I don't even know what the actual name of this is, but I find them, if you get an entire foot pedicure set, they come in there. Use this before and after your shower daily. Use it just after your shower once you start getting the calluses down to where they need to be. It becomes more of a maintenance. And then pick up a bottle of a Cornhusker lotion, as that's going to provide you the right type of moisturizing to allow your hands to stay soft and stay pliable without getting greasy and sticky and running that risk of ripping during workouts. Part 2 in the next video of how to treat an actual rip when it does occur. But now you guys know, and knowing's half the battle.
Genesis. Show my hardcore is, you know what I'm saying? Yo.